kills. And when you go Atos Leshrac, you better be getting involved here. And he is the push. He's probably the best pusher in this entire game. And we'll help secure that mid tower there with the final hit. Going for a mech for the team too. Man, he is farmed.
He has had a fabulous game so far. As another round comes out, looks like Taiga is going to be able to escape. Setsu couldn't get any way to interrupt that one. So a nice little getaway there. But yeah, the slow, steady farm of Monet continues to grow. Likewise, the gyrocopter staying ahead. This is something that's probably going to start to fall off as time goes on.
Well, especially, yeah, when they both die like that, it's just, you know, we just stall for a second. But of course, yeah, unless they keep the stacks up like crazy, Monet is likely to start accelerating a little bit faster. The only thing that might slow down Monet is the fact that he has an Ember on his team. Who is someone that can also be on these side lanes at the same time. So maybe you're not getting as much of that, like, one true carry on your team as you often do in anti-mage games.
Yeah, and
smoked up down bottom. They want Setsu.
This is a hard kill to get though. Taiga moves in, they pull him back into the Bramble Maze, terrorize afterward, and that's more than enough damage as Alliance find the pickoff on the Setsu. And again, the thing that's tough about that is Setsu's going for this build, which is very defensive by nature. Yule Scepter drums, and he's still dying.
Yeah, that's not good. If you're going for that, you can't be going down. You need those remnants placed back. Have to be thinking defensively, but not quick enough on that one. I mean, that looked like Koikva had an Orchid already. Yeah. To be able to get that.
Well, very impressive pickoff there by Alliance. And we need to find some answers now for Royal Never Give Up. Feels like the main answer. Ooh, that's a juicy stack. My goodness.
Okay, well, that's one way to keep your gyro in contention here for the top.
Look at this guy. This is going to be a lot of gold. So it's the 11,400 when he starts it all. We'll see what he ends at. If he can even end it in this round.
I was going to say, it's going to take a little bit of time here. The guy went BKB first, but it's okay. He's heading back to the butterfly after.
On the other side of the map, it looks like there's going to be a smoke up coming from Royal Never Give Up. A lot of the gyro spells will be on cooldown.
Yeah, he is not going to be available unless he like pops the Shrine of TV's top.
Oh, Boxy needs to jump, gets away for the moment, and not able to find there with the slight chain. Setsu wants to get Insania, but Boxy's already away. If they get this kill on a CM, I think that they're more than happy with the space created as Insania walking, finding the kill.
Man, they were really close to getting Boxy. The Shadow Poison almost caught him in the tree line there.
Oh. Boxy actually still in the jungle, and they're thinking about chasing this guy. Does have Time Walk available.
Yeah, the follow-up's a little bit difficult for them, though.
So another tower taken by RNG as they clear off that other tier 2 tower.
Oh, I'm a bit worried for Alliance, I have to say. I think that RNG have a bit of a window here. The one big option for them is definitely Koikva. No, he just finished the Orchid, right? So he's 7-2-1. He wants to keep playing aggressively. He wants to try and focus on someone who can't really help themselves, like the Shadow Demon or the Leshrac. Pick them off instantaneously, create a good fight out of that.
But the thing that we have to keep in mind is that Manta style just completed as the Orchid is done. Setsu has a Yule Scepter as well, so Koikva gonna go for the zip TP away play.
And I'm worried, right? Because I think that's his game until he has BKB.
Right.
It is very worrisome.
And there are some other heroes across the map, but Leon could even go for a Garden Greaves if you wanted to in this game, just to have that Dispel for the Orchid.
Yeah, I think he's going to. Because definitely the play, yeah.
He's just that sort of big pot of, oh, jump forward, silence, pull back in. This is going to be an ulti popped afterwards for Flyby as he's going to get it caught down there. And now the rundown happens after the fact. Flyby in some trouble and is going to hit the ground.
Good grab there for Alliance. It takes a lot to get him. You know, he's trying to play aggressively and try and scout things out there, but that will end up just being a free gold over the side of Alliance and helping Koikva get towards that BKB, which he so desperately needs.
Smoke up coming now as we get close to the bounty runes. They have an inkling that Monet might be in the area. Oh god, if he blinks aggressively right now, they already have it on him. Chase down coming, but the pull, good counter spell. And that's going to keep Monet from being in too much trouble, and also going to throw a missile back at him, because why not? Are they going to try and go for something when this missile hits?
I think they were hoping to just be set up for the defensive play. Oh, there we go. He can jump forward and gets him! You always get at least one. That is for sure. Mickey playing it ultra safe with the BKB while he's on the run here, but it's actually running low.
And it's going to be a Yule Scepter lift up afterwards. Can they get bodies here to defend Mickey? It's not looking like it so far. Another round of the Mrs. Sports staff keeping him alive for now. Insania, he's got to protect this carry, but it's not going to happen in time. Can they do it? go down, and they're gonna take down the CM as well. RNG get free. Can they get anything else in turn for this? The fear is there.
Oh, this is a tight chrono if you want the Bedlam damage.
Oh, he's gotta get it in time, but it's really hard. The bash comes through as well. Time dilation, but Taiga not able to get into range for any of the damage. The disruption is there afterwards. Monet facing forward. Boxy has to jump away, and they can't get anything even with the chrono.
Needed to take their lumps on that one, I think. Trying to go for the return save. Maybe didn't have a full read of the situation. Wasn't aware there were still so many supports in the area. We know they have so many saves for the chrono. You need the full team to make it useful. And what you've done to your team now is you've just put 130 seconds of, yeah, we don't really want to fight.
And as we were talking about, actually as the draft panel was talking about, Blitz was saying that one free kill, you can't afford to give it away to the anti-mage.
I mean, they gave one on the Storm and then one on the Gyro right after. I mean, that's rough for Mickey because he was basically playing it as safe as he could, but he popped it a little bit too early, and they're willing to go right to the steps of your base for the kills.
And showing again the strength of these teams and a little bit of worry on the face of the Young Alliance players. We get back into the live game right now. Trying to find some kills, but again, with all of this save that RNG has, the Orchid's just becoming less and less valuable. It feels like it's going to need to spend upon this Gyrocopter and Void to sync up together for that maximum damage.
Yeah, Mickey. Up to the butterfly at the very least, though, right? So trying to stay alive versus Mage, but he does have the Basher fully finished. So he's gonna be double luck there, right? First I gotta hit him, then I gotta bash him. But just a single one touch can so easily set up for Lana Setsu to follow up there. And even, I mean, the Shadow even Afu, right? I mean, this guy's up to level 12.
Yeah.
Damage starts coming through there with the Purge.
Well, and it's such a scary thing, too, because for RNG, there's a lot of very easy saves. For Alliance, it's kind of a little bit more of a skill game. You have to hit like a crazy chrono that just barely keeps your carry off of the edge of it, or you have to get a Terrorize, which has a little bit of that build-up cast point on it. Neither of which is quite as good. Boxy actually going to try and play a little bit of mind games here with RNG, but they're not falling for it on the other side of the map completely. In the meantime, though, Quakefa doing what he can for his team, cutting waves.
Yeah, and they're still sticking around to that top one there. Setsu does make his appearance here as well. Perhaps thinking to his team, like, what do you guys think? Can we do this? But some lingering vision from Alliance to spot that Afu rotating over, so they should have an idea of what's going on. They do have Chrono, though.
And a Shadow Blade on Void to boot.
Yep.
Okay. Looking for it. The Atos is there. Split Earth afterwards. I get up on the high ground, throws out the Curse Crown.
Jeez, they had no idea how alone he was there for a moment, right? I mean, they can't see. They think Boxy's surely right here. He could be in the tree line to our left. You never know. But he was falling back a little bit there just for a Shadow Blade. Now he's falling all the way back down to the bottom lane. Gonna try and push things out here. Don't see their moment yet. He's gonna Shadow Blade in, but he needs more friends than this. And Quakefa, he's got an Arcane Rune. He might make the big long shift, but no. Mane's out of there.
No, and the potential gank coming his way and able to back out of there in time.
This is a tough part of the game for Boxy, though, right? He just got the Shadow Blade. He wants to make plays, but he has to stay off the map, but he also wants to keep farming.
Oh, and they realize that Mickey is over in the area here. He might have an inkling that they're nearby as well. BKB still available, as Setsu gonna try and chase him down, but will not be able to find the pesky Gyrocopter, who is becoming a larger and larger physical damage problem for RNG. And Boxy gonna look for it, finds Flopbot, chasing forward. They find an opening, doesn't look like it. Don't want to use that Chronosphere on just that Abaddon. Although I feel like it's getting close to the point where just because of the damage that Len M does, you might be willing to drop it on him, +1.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, you're also at the point now where the Aetherland's going to be finished. I think it is actually finished. No, not quite yet for Afu, but once you get there, right, you almost feel like you have to Chrono the Shadow Demon, or it's pointless. So he's more likely to be that +1 person. Boxy guarding the bounty run with the Shadow Blade.
Oh my goodness. And not really afraid. Oh, jump forward, finds the corner. It's immediately there onto both of them. One of the save and one of the damage. Can they kill off this Abba though? Borrow time's gonna come out. Now the walk away. The chase forward coming. Quakefa, good disruption. Gonna keep him alive for now, but Flyby also in trouble. Yule Scepter lift. The Terrorize that north. They hit it. Nova Monet. He would dodge away from it. They didn't quite get it in time. Quakefa still chasing for more. Has to be careful about the anti-mage jump forward and finding that that mana void. It looks like that's going to be the end of the battle.
Another root onto him, but yeah, with the cooldown should be fine. Jeez, putting the faith in the team there. Quickfoot diving deep, hitting his rune, so a little bit of protection to try and guard himself against the big mana void. And those 2 kills, that is going to get Alliance into the pit here and feeling confident. They don't have the chrono, but RNG, they don't really see the possibility to fight it, and this is something that they needed so desperately. Again, blitz the Prophet there, get themselves an Aegis, and maybe this game can go a little bit better for Alliance. It's going to be both the gold as well as the protection of the BKB for Koikfa. They give it to Mickey though.
Interesting.
Koikfa's saying, I'm getting my BKB.
Okay.
We need you.
Triple remnant forward.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Whew.
Trying to force out a BKB there. Kind of interesting, the Faceless Void going all left side talent, so the survivability ones, not even worried about any of the damage. At this point in time in the game, he's mainly that Chronosphere walking.
I mean, that's what he's been picked for too, right?
Yeah. A little bit of time dilation thrown in there, because why not? Fun spell. So 31 minutes in, still 1,000 gold lead, and Trent, as you talked about, very much going the distance is the feel of this game.
I love ones like this. This is
so
what
good.
you need, right? I don't want some over and done with sort of deal. I want both teams to, you know, I don't need a no rush 20 minutes sort of a deal, which is kind of what we have, where everyone's just getting their items and getting their full potential, right? And seeing the tense moments of these team fights. I mean, how many times have we seen Mickey's face now, where he just looks like so worried on these player cams? That's what I want, you know? You gotta enjoy this. Painfully, but you know, pain comes the big glory of victory.
Oh yeah. Ooh, and Silver Edge is going to be the pickup for the Void afterwards. So if you can manage to get the break onto the Abba and also silence him,
yep.
Then you've got the ability to kill him without ulti going off.
Of course, the AM also would be lovely, but Silver Edge is kind of a weird item for me too, because how often are you gonna be able to actually make use of it? But yeah, you gotta upgrade the slot anyway, right? Yeah. Gives a 6-second better cooldown.
So other thing to keep our eyes on here with the BKB done for Koikfa, he's still going to have to worry about that Abyssal Blade that's coming out on the Anti-Mage and is completed at this point in time. So Monet,
he's always one ahead,
yeah,
right? Every time Koikfa's like, okay, I figured it out. He's like, oh, now I've got a bit.
He's going to be in one ahead, jump forward, trying to find it. The Chronosphere, is it going to land? Can they get it in? He's going to be able to find it back and then jump forward for the kill. They blow up the Faceless, no buyback. They can't get back into this fight. They need to escape. Alliance need to run. Mickey gonna throw out that missile, taken down immediately. Setsu finds the root onto both of them. They're keeping Lenham out of this fight. But Mickey gonna pop the BKB east side. He needs to fight right now. And the fear comes out. Evil to dodge away from it though. Setsu lives through it. Koikfa trying to turn onto this Emperor. Can they kill him off in time though? It's not looking like it's gonna happen. And Monet is in the fight as well. They find Mickey and they kill him off through that Aegis. Round 2 in just a second. And I think that this is gonna be another death for the Gyrocopter. RNG, can they do it? Yes, indeedy duty, they came to play. One more because it's going in the books. Taiga goes down as well.
The chase is just absurd once you have the Aghanim Scepter onto the Ember Spirit, as well as the survivability. So hard to bring him down, even those moments where it looks so good. Now pushing towards high ground.
I mean, look at the situation. They don't have buyback, of course. They do have Chronosphere once they're all up and online, but at this point in time, it's so tough. Good Shadow Realm away, saving a life for a moment. Stun is on the illusion, so they don't need to be that worried about it. With Chrono back up again, it feels like this is at the very least one set of racks, but can they go for another? They
do have the Chrono, but they don't have the most damage. Feels like a safe best of one decision will be to back. See what RNG think.
Now Boxy, whoopsie, no! He gets caught by the missile! Box is trying to run away. That's so scary right now for Alliance. They have to get out with everybody else. Woo! And the jump coming in, long range, but just want to fully commit on that one. So Alliance do go down a set of racks, and RNG going to take full advantage by trying to clear off these shrines.
Yeah, I like the immediate move to the shrine too. They're not showing any fear because they know the gyro is still down. Alliance, they don't want to take this fight. If they're not taking on their high ground, they're not coming right now until Mickey is going to be returned to us. So get that shrine and make sure that we've secured ourselves the best possible positioning for that next Roche. 35 minutes, bounty runes to be picked up now as well, and the butterfly completed for Monet. The guy's almost level 25 as well.
Oh man, that opens up a whole new avenue of pain. when you bring down that mana void cooldown by 50 seconds.
I hope not, but maybe.
Maybe. Turn back around, the pull coming through, flyby. Going to be caught here, but needs to be careful. Help is coming through. Flyby trying to walk away, stunned for the moment. Chase forward for more. Boxy pops the Manta, looking for that chronosphere, but doesn't drop it yet. He has to use Monet. He can't afford to.
He doesn't know where.
Flyby, he's going to go down, as it looks like they have finally caught him out. So Alliance pick up a key kill there in the ABBA.
Couldn't quite get the grab onto Setsu. And what a timing to do this as well from Alliance. This is huge. This is getting them map presence and control as we're heading towards that roach. It's still going to be 3 minutes away before the possibility of the spawn, but I mean, this is wards right now. Yeah. This is something you have to take advantage of if you're one of these supports. Unfortunately, I don't think they have any with them. So finally getting in here and not going to be able to leave anything behind. Their one observer they planted is at the top of a sentry in the river.
Scary stuff. Boxy jumping forward, wants to find that chrono, but he gets caught. Is it going to be good? Landham gonna go down without having to use the chrono, it looks like, but the disruption comes. And it looks like the chase away. They're fine for the moment. Boxy backs out, able to escape. Monet's crazy. Jumps into the middle of it. Now he's caught. Monet, what have you done? They don't have the ability to save either. They've got him caught. Can they kill him off in time? It's so much damage coming out, and he is going to go down. No buyback for the anti-mage. Flyby also caught. They have to go right now. The buyback comes from the Shadow Demon, and they're trying to see if they can keep this pressure going. Yule Scepter lift up. Are they going to be able to find Setsu here? The root it lands. Immediately taken off with the Lotus Orb. Still getting this chase away. And Boxy trying to find himself a little bit more. Jump forward coming from Koikba. Able to find that kill as well. Buyback coming from the ledge. This is huge for Alliance. Soul Catcher. Can they kill these heroes off? Are Alliance going to go in fully for this tier 3?
They got to for themselves here. They're way out of resources. Storm's got nothing left in the tank. He needs some runes. Everyone back and push the lanes. They got a huge win. I can't believe he took the mana void cooldown. I really thought he was going to take the magic resistance. It's like all magic this game.
All right.
He really wants to get Koikfa, but they got him.
And look at the swing. 5,700 gold and 9,000 experience. This game has just blown completely wide open. I mean, honestly.
Tiger's going to be level 20 as well. Everything's starting to stack up. He might get the Bramble cooldown. Pretty much everyone does. That gets pretty ridiculous, and yeah, he does instantly. Don't even have time to see it pop up there. There we go.
You look at that swing back, yeah, it was a significant lead for RNG, and now back into the favor, almost there, of Alliance. They're getting closer and closer.
I mean, they're still down on racks.
Yes.
So RNG,
oh my God, look at that graph.
They gotta relax. All right, think about it. Listen, we saw very good heroes. We have good matchups here. We're not far behind, really, but you can see that it's not just like whatever the swing is in the team fight, right? That's not actually the true goal, because what ends up happening is that Animage just died for 70 seconds, which means he wasn't touching lanes. So you're getting control over to Alliance. He's not touching any camps. He's not gaining any gold. So you get way more out of it than what you see in a team fight recap.
Well, Monet probably going to be a little bit more trepidatious with his jumps forward, as they did catch him.
He managed to find himself like the only place he couldn't be saved.
Under attack.
And Afu gonna try and keep himself a little bit closer to his boy now.
And Boxy to be able to get that Chronos.
They are really close though. I mean, that's a little nerve-wracking.
Boxy, he's right nearby. You gotta be careful, Chronos up.
And they have an observer-centric combo here in the mid lane.
Yeah, so they realize that Boxy's there in biz, and they're gonna play it safe. Now back out afterwards. But yeah, the ability to get that Chronosphere off without catching any of his teammates either.
And putting it so far back behind Monet too, right? That's always a good sign of a quality Void player, is that they're putting their opponent right on the peak edges to help protect against the heroes they're trying to save. Of course, the Universe Classic.
MKB coming out for Gyrocopter after the Satanic. I mean, he's getting big. He's getting real big. Alliance getting the items that they need. And there always is this factor that comes about with anti-mage drafts sometimes where he eventually does top out. How close do you think we're getting to that point where it's starting to become more difficult for him?
He's got room to grow, right? He's still got a Wraith Band in there. Gonna be working with some mages and stuff. I mean, Gyro as well, as you're saying, it's kind of reaching that same point too, but I'm looking beyond those two because, you know, those guys are the story of the whole game. So the question is, what is everyone else in your team doing? How are they growing from there? And to me, I'm looking at how, like, Taiga can just have such a big impact in these team fights now, right? Like, one Terrorize catching out someone who didn't pop their BKB or someone who doesn't have one yet still, like Setsu, because he is saving buyback, perhaps after seeing what happened to Monet, to ensure his team. And there we go. So does he have enough for the buyback? No, he doesn't, actually. So, yeah, he's got 350 gold.
That's 100 gold away. He'll be there.
All right, he got some more. We'll be fine.
But getting ready for that next Roche fight, and as you can see on that timer, about a minute away before it will respawn. Oh.
I see Boxy's opted back for the BKB in his quick buy. I'm very curious. He was looking at Lincoln's after he got abyssal twice. But there we go. He buys out now.
Oh my goodness.
On the Faceless Void, all or nothing on this next team fight. Buybacks for the Dire. It is only Koikba, and no one is particularly close. Maybe Insania is going to have one. So if we get a Roche engagement, Alliance aren't coming back. They don't have the Shrine though, right? So they know that they can't be there in time. It's more likely you're going to be valuable with this BKB rather than your buyback, because it's going to take you forever to get back into this fight.
Separated a little bit, but Monet is on the low ground. And do they decide to go for it?
Oh god.
Yeah, you got to get out of there.
There's no friends for the damage. It's who you want, but you won't be able to bring them down. You can't see the saving graces afterwards, so pick your right moment, Alliance. You might only get one.
41 minutes in, and Roche has respawned. Round 2 for this one, so Cheese will be there as well. And with a 2,000 gold lead, but no Shrine, it does feel like RNG is going to be the team that will be more favored in this. And as you mentioned, Alliance trying to make up for that by getting those valuable items early and often. Now, Alliance, they're actually just walking in. And Lennon sees this. Boxy is nearby. Oh, Monet.
Instant.
They have the missile. They know. Boxy jumps forward, gets the catch on both of them. That's the save hero. But no, the disruption, the secondary save is there afterwards. They have the long duration terrorize, jumping forward, trying to find the kill. Can they bring him down in time? The pullback cuts, and they bring him down. Buyback comes from Monet, though. They gotta be careful.
They're out of everything.
Gotta run, gotta hide, gotta see if they can escape, but it won't happen for at least the Dark Willow, and looking like Insania is also in the grave. As RNG take control of this map with the buyback coming from Monet.
The ultimate counter.
Oh, they got caught, he's out of mana! Gyrocopter in trouble, Boxy able to escape, but maybe not so lucky for Mickey. He's trying to get out of here. Satanic has already popped, everything has already been used. Koikba trying to find space for Terry. Is it gonna happen? He's not getting out of there either.
Woo! Setsu.
And RNG feeling the moment coming around them. It's only the Storm Spear and the Void. They're going straight for the tier 4 towers. Boxy does not have anything left in the tank. They have to make miracles happen. They want to keep their TI run alive, but it's looking like RNG are going to be able to do it as they run forward for the tier 4 towers and making this crowd happy. Crystal Maiden is back up again, but they need everything a little bit more. Alive is still trying to hold on, but RNG, GG is going to be called. They take it.
43 minutes into the game, we have ourselves a match where really they had their chance, right? They had their game plan, things started to come online. Obviously the disappointment here for Alliance, but you have to be proud as to how far you've made it in this tournament. It's brutal. It's the best Dota teams of the year, but RNG proved that they want more.
They do. Well, and as you said, it's always, you know, the highs and the lows, no matter what in this tournament. It's really the story of human nature, if you will. It's at this point, somebody has to lose, and today it was Alliance's turn. But still a lot of things to be proud of for Alliance, and RNG going to get the love of the crowd here.
RNG is a team who a lot of people were quite scared of. You heard players talking about scrims, maybe just like these guys.
It's looking spicy. It's looking spicy.
Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Elder Titan.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Gyrocopter!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban.
The sack.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick. Fnatic's turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Enigma.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick.
在做沙门。
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Timber saw!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Fnatic's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Admiral Conker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thank you so much, Nahaz. A lot of tempo controlling, a lot of records going on. And at the end of the day, it's all coming down to this. A best of one. Who is going to move on? Who's getting knocked out?
I needed the numbers. I haven't got them yet. I'm feeling it. Well, I think the draft seemed to almost be settling there onto a Fnatic.
Yeah.
I would consider that a bit of an upset. I feel like a lot of people started taking Liquid and putting them pretty high up there. And those predictions near the end of the tournament.
I mean, how could you not? You've got like the storied captain, you've got the new player that comes in, you know, he's bringing a fresh. They are coming up against the wall here after a disappointing group stage performance. We'll see if they can take down Fnatic, and also if Fnatic have something to say about themselves. Yeah. It's going to be hype one. What else can we say? We got a black hole. We got a Ravage going on.
Yeah.
Stuff. Particle. Ladies and gentlemen.
We have a lane stage to get through, and depending on how well that goes for Liquid, perhaps those team fights don't ever materialize for Fnatic, because they got the spells, as you were saying. They got themselves the big black hole, they got the Elder Titan setup, they got themselves the boat. I guess both teams are really pretty flush in AoE damage here.
And, you know, not just the AoE damage, it was something that Fogg mentioned on the draft panel as well, that rum buff. I think that there was a couple of games last year when we saw the Necrophos, kind of a soft counter having that Kunkka there afterwards, because you get all that damage mitigation right up front, which means you sometimes won't be able to get the kill with the Necro ulti.
Yeah, very true. A lot of sustain, though, overall on the side of Liquid, right? You always, you know, we talk about these cheesy and cheeky things you can do with the IO. Speaking of cheeky, Ice, yeah, I was looking for that last win. Jeez, that guy just never stops. But we've talked about damage reduction before with the IO, and now you kind of have this double heal thing going on, right? The Necrophos and the IO, a bit of a classic. So either through popping the Greaves or just by using the Death Pulse itself, you're going to be healing yourself. You're going to heal the IO. You're going to heal the guy who IO is playing with, and then you're going to get the heal amplification as well from the IO to that same person. So this gyrocopter is going to gain like 700 HP.
That's going to be a lot of HP, man. Not going to lie. That sounds terrifying to play against. The flip side of that, though, of course, is that you do have the nice lockdown as well as ridiculous burst damage that Timbersaw brings. Granted, in a little bit of an AoE, and sometimes can be lacking when you need to bring down that one particular target. But that's what the rest of the heroes are there for. So Fnatic gonna look like they get a little bit of an easier lane for Ice as DJ will deny out the range creep coming in.
If it wasn't easy enough already, right? Getting a matchup versus I don't know if we were gonna get like musical lanes going on here, how much the team's gonna care about it, and how much can this Shadow Shaman do here? You know the guy's got a mean right click. Even starting with the fire to try and pop it up a little bit higher. Look at this island. Oh, DJ with the micro. I hear this guy has a very good Enigma.
It's true. He is a monster. And we'll have to keep our eyes on him. Abed already getting the first range creep deny. Nicely played there against Riha. So those Eidolons die in the bottom lane. And top the other one we haven't talked about, Jabs playing on the left track. A hero that has really run the gamut as and you can expect that that's going to be the case. CS there for Mr. Kuro, gets last hit on the other one as well. Always nice to support if you can pick some of that up early on, but like you mentioned, something that could become an issue as this goes on is the Timbersaw Tidehunter. This hero so often thought of as the counter for those just melee strength. Just bring down HP. You can see he's just getting chunked a little bit.
And the problem is, I don't think they have a kill opportunity before level 3. And once you hit level 3, you get the second point into the reactive armor. Times get pretty tough versus the old Timber, and the Enigma constantly going to be pulling that game back if he wants to, or just gaining a ton of gold for himself and fully focusing on his farm like DT is right now. Getting some camps finished out, making sure they reset, and even helping to pull the runes there.
As we can see the illusion rune spawning down bottom, and
we got the Kraken shell. Unfortunately, you know, he's got himself a stem shield, not helping him too much right now, but he's just gonna dodge the Timber and say, come get me if you want me. And Enigma doesn't want to deal with him. He's gone into the Radiant Jungle, which is also spotted right now by that ward. So this is a pretty great solution right now, as long as Kuro doesn't feed.
okay, so Kuro hangs down bottom, tries to mess with the last hits of Ice. This was a constant hero that we would see do this as well.
Yes.
Shadow Shaman when it was Darkseer that was making this exact same play.
Yeah, he got the big base damage. So currently at 80, he already has 4 denies.
Very nice. Maybe get a couple of pulls off here as well. So looking like it's probably going to be a wash with every now and then Ice maybe lose out on a couple of creeps. We'll see if anybody rotates over from Fnatic to try and disrupt this. But
oh, he's getting close. I better move back one more. All the way back to Tier 3. And you can't blame him. This is exactly what he's got to do. Mind control. Figuring it out.
Now, Yeehaw gonna eat a stun as well as a couple of shots there, but couldn't get the Tidebringer punch off him there. And so far, so good. You look at Liquid across all the lanes, kind of winning it out, but the big wrinkle that's thrown in at it is that, of course, DJ on Enigma constantly farming.
Yeah, he is making his towards the mid lane as well. Just gonna give a little high five to Yeehaw as he passes through. Hopefully not to any farm here. Well, maybe more than a high five.
Well, he's gonna beg it out of there. Misses a couple of the Eidolons. And Mind Control just keeps on farming. Already level 4 now. Haven't really talked that much about top lane as of yet. And it's still that Gyrocopter against the Lash, and Gyro getting a little bit better of him so far, but not in margin.
No, even up here. Looks like just don't really have a solution. You can say it kind of comes down to what Ice can do, right? Because they're trading essentially equal. He's going for the hard camp, but at the same time, he's also getting denied occasionally from Kuro. So, depending, Kuro just really wants to use an Ice. He should come out on top, right? As the Timbersaw, and you'd also think that the Timbersaw is going to be the hero that's going to be able to better, push that worth.
goes for the very risky courage.
This is the hardest working career you're ever going to see in 4 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to send it around the back way.
He's getting the air miles.
That's true. Oh, now. Jab already for 5. To try and bring him down, but Miracle not quite able to get that kill. And it's going to be a salve up and the back over. Again, a very passive laning stage so far. Abed does need to be a little bit careful. He's going to salve up since we have just got level 6. Bounty runes trading off. It looks like it is 2 apiece.
Now just enough to get GH's bottle now too. So if this lane was even before, it's, you can see Miracle's already starting to pull away. Shouldn't be the case now. Should give a very significant advantage to them. Oh, I see a line drawn here from Duke. Just directly at the Tide Hunter.
I mean, mind control is just so whatever you want, right? Like, this guy is just happy as a clam here in the bottom lane.
This is way better than people jungling. Like, this is significantly better. It's way more gold.
All right, everybody is going to start doing this in pubs, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
It is very frustrating, though, because how do you, like, what do you do?
No.
If you just waste your own time to do it, like, let's say you even kill the guy, he's not going to worth that much necessarily, and he's just going to TP back and probably do it again.
Yeah.
Or he'll have sip of the lane enough the life's good. But here we go. Haste room, that's a good way to...
Oh, that's a lot of Eidolons that are coming down, but Abed pulls back from the Tide Hunter. The low match alive and well at this point as they will find that kill onto... Okay, this is the chain, but he gets the kill. I say takes him down. But in the meantime, it's a lot of pressure onto that tier 1 tower bottom.
And finally a first one. 6 minutes. It's one of the later ones I've seen.
A little bit of a problem is from the rotation. They didn't quite spot it out, and the stomp is going to come a bit too late. So they find a kill now onto Jabs on that Lash, and going to get the pressure onto the tower afterwards.
Yeah, evening things up here. They also have that catapult with them. I don't think they want to give this one up. Knowing that the Timber doesn't want to make that rotation, what can the Leshrac do? Can he get back into this?
He's thinking about
Jabs,
it.
He's not sure. He's just sitting at his base.
Well, he's going to come back now, and they do have the missile onto the Elder Titan. Not a chance for a stomp as of yet, but it looks like the catapult is eventually going to get denied, actually. So, tons of damage onto that tier 1 tower top. Really that much to show for it. If they're not careful, they might end up going down. Trying to get the D ward here.
That's a fresh ward.
Double damage.
Jeez, dude just walked in a girl.
Just got back out afterwards. Yeah, meantime, Ice is going to get the pressure down bottom. So see if they can trade off these tier 1 towers 1 apiece. Although there's a rotation coming in now. It's Weehaw moving down to the bottom. A wraparound coming from mind control as well. Does have Rabbit available, but it doesn't look like they commit for it fully. Top tower goes down. GH the last of actually going on him now. Look at the stomp is not going to connect, and I bet for the play afterwards, but doesn't have that many. Oh God! Aside, they find themselves one. Dubu chasing out Girl, but they're trying to kill off Miracle, and it looks like they will be able to pull him back in, take him down, and GH the one who gets away.
Another solid rotation there. Mohamed will actually get the kill this time, as Isaac says, isn't there to snag it away from him. And that's the hero you want, right? Copper, of course. Weehaw is getting a little rich down bottom. So he's tagging with Ice and DJ perhaps looking for...
Most likely is he does go out. Very nice rotation.
No Ghost Shroud to abuse. Also didn't even put that many wand charges in the first place. So now I believe we're going to get a trade here because it's going to be very difficult to try and defend this one a little bit.
Now it's just sort of the Timber thing, right? Timber chain sites forces the back to control the jungle. And easy peasy for Fnatic. And it's sort of still bringing up that question of, like, is there one side that you're favoring a little bit more? I mean, you just got the Midas on the Enigma.
I do like that. Teams have forced mid lane right now. Just kind of trying to get to that level 6 a little bit quicker than the tomes will give you. See if you can get some lane XP while your friends are jungling. You can see Abed up in the dire jungle, just going through some creeps, waiting for the wave to push in. And Miracle also kind of doing the same here to give some space to their support. Something that Liquid has always done in the past to try and enable these greedier position 5s.
Much needed. Abed gonna get his dance moves on. Head into the jungle to get some more farm. And as you said, need to get that level 6 on Curl. One of the downsides of having that Tide Hunter off to the side and then just is he doesn't get any experience in lane, so it's naturally going to be lower than pretty much everybody else in the game at this point. But meanwhile, Liquid is a little bit fresh and favorable here with Ice. Steals away the media camp. They're literally just like jostling for position over who gets to farm off the jungle.
Well, it was a point that was mentioned as well during the draft was
to get a little bit weird.
Yep, time to start baiting BKBs out. Who's got it, who doesn't? There we go.
Jump in, mind control already on top of him. Ice taking a lot of damage, but very maneuverable. The stun is going to connect. The boat's already gone out, but the BKB means it will not connect. And this time, Ice does not get away. A 3-person stomp doesn't look like there's any follow-up though.
Came just a hair too late for the save. And I don't think you're going to see much of a contest here.
So Roche going down, Dubu
Burrow's crazy.
doing what he can. He spots him out now, and the Hex doesn't go out in time. They don't quite have the range.
Gotta play it quite safe here.
But that stomp will land, and while he slept, he might actually kill off Roche. So Roche is gonna go down, Miracle picking up the Aegis.
Well, Fnatic, that very good timing for them is slipping away quite quickly. They need to find some sort of like a quick pick onto the Aegis, ideally without the black hole, right?
Yeah.
I mean, saw it last game with Alliance and RNG. The ultimate counter to these big cooldowns is the buyback, but you know what's even better? The free buyback that brings you right back in the action of the Aegis.
Or just kill everybody. You know, that's the other option.
Yeah, okay.
This game's gotten all crazy to me, man. I don't know how I feel about it, because you've got still this like quad core thing going on from Fnatic, but the 3 cores from Liquid just feel like they're that much stronger, and you've got that accentuation of strength coming from the IO as well.
You got the fear of the IO too, right? Like nowhere is safe on the map. You never know.
That is a face that inspires a lot of fear.
That you might as well just put that as an IO arcana. I just want his floating face. That would be great.
Oh, that's a possibility.
Ice gonna come down here. Maybe try to bait things out here. Set it up for Abba and DJ. He's got the blink, he's got the BKB. And Miracle, he's just saying, come on, I got the Aegis. Give me the black hole.
We saw the Spirit coming back to Dubu over on the side. There's going to be the Torrent, the follow-up coming afterwards from GH.
Jabs is trying to wrap around.
Looking for that combo. They already have the BKB out from the Leshrac as they continue to follow down GH as well as Miracle. If they can kill off the IO, be good, but the relocate comes in. Last second black hole up to the north of the boat landing on top of it as well. Is it enough damage? No! The Ravage comes out onto 4. They're going to call him all out. He's BKB. He's still living. The turnaround comes as DJ is there with the black hole. The shackles onto Ice on the side means there's not enough damage to throw in afterwards though. Ice seeing if he can find the secondary kill here onto Miracle. There's going to be the X. They have nothing else to throw.
DJ just TV'd out. He's like, okay, we got it. We got a couple kills. We got the Aegis. Get out. Retreat. And sounds the horn, and his allies do just that. I'm going to call that a pretty nice win there for Fnatic right at the end. They made that fight so chaotic. So many angles coming through. You got Jabs running up the stairs. He's tagging with Weehaw right there by where the wards are planted. He's popping his BKB. BKB's galore. And the team fight recap. It was indeed incredibly messy.
Yeah. Well, and that's what happens when you get into these situations where, you know, everybody's super mobile. There's not a lot of like low cooldown control, as we can see this team fight or right
DJ
here.
right there too. He gets hit by the Ravage, but his blink, he's just to wait, right? Coming back in there, perfectly in there, just to help clean up that last little bit of a double kill and then into the Aegis.
Very, very well played indeed. And now back to live. We still see about the same net worth disparity that we had before.
Gonna run into DJ. Oh, did they not see each other? Wow, that was close. Okay, yep.
Radiant's
you know, we cool. Just pretend you farm, I farm, it's fine.
Don't tell anybody I'm down here. I don't want to be here anymore. So yeah.
He's scanning his way through here. He doesn't have any obs. Girl's just on a mission.
This guy's crazy.
Shadow Shaman, a good split pushing hero, and of course also one of these heroes I can set up for IO relocates. Like the Bane is the traditional one and the one that you always tend to think of, but they went for the Shadow Shaman instead this game.
Yeah, and you can see DJ doing the smart play, hiding off in the trees, knowing that that's where Kuro might be looking.
He's got that cast range down now too, so he might be thinking about picking up that Aether Lens as soon as he can. It's a tough call between the Aether and the Blink in some games.
There's a couple cool little plays you can do by just dropping wards down in the trees, and then it fills up all the areas, and then you just spot the Enigma.
Yep.
But obviously a high risk, high reward type of play. Zabed thinking about throwing out that Torrent. And mind control, Jason, they'll secure some bounty roots. Relocate in, they're going crazy. Dubu already down, and Ice is just out of there.
Another bailout situation here from Fnatic, but they're keeping the gap close. They're not letting this Aghanim's Gyrocopter get away from them, which I think is a little bit surprising. Probably speaks to just really DJ. That's what's keeping this net worth close. Perhaps it's a little bit inflated. At the same time, it's hard to overvalue Enigma, of course. When it's DJ, when you make the right plays, and if this guy does get the refresher he's working on, he can single-handedly win a team fight.
It's really insane how strong that spell is when there just isn't really a counter, particularly if you can find Weehaw in the midst of a fight. There's nothing else for BKB Black Hole.
And he is all in. Spends his last pennies on it. Oh, and a smoke, of course, picked up to go with it.
Now, on the other side of the map, Liquid, together as three. They're going to smoke up and look for that relocate gank. Obviously, GH and Miracle sitting very close together, ready to come into the fight at a moment's notice. And
Radiant's middle
gotta be so careful, though. I don't know if they're prepped for this. DJ, double Black Hole available.
Ice has to be really fast here on the Lotus. Kuro reveals, and
They see him now. The rest of his team is so far away.
Oh, he's going right towards them.
They move in. Does have that Lotus Orb for the moment. Chase trying to get away. He misses his chains. Oh, Ice. He's in trouble. He's going to get Hex. He's going to get Reapered. And he's going to go down. And the turnaround coming, though. Fnatic, do they really want to take this fight? This is bold as brass. They want to find this big Black Hole play, but they don't have their Timbersaw. He's dead for 100 seconds. Jabs goes for Weehaw. He already has his BKB. This is looking a little bit testy right now, Dubu.
DJ's
going for his omen. They've already got the sword rewards down as well. Jabs, super low. He's just dead. The Fnatic, they're in a terrible position. They managed to find DJ as well. He goes down. Fnatic, a death is not an initiation. As they find themselves another 4 dead and Miracle gets the triple.
I think they feel it slipping away. And they have the same ideas, like what their timings are. And I feel like they maybe capitalize on this. And Weehaw made that call. He just starts pinging. He sees the Enigma and mind control jumps. Just like, if we ravage this guy and we catch him in the tree line there, we win this team fight.
32 minutes in, only a 2,000 gold lead, but you look at these, no buybacks. They fully invested for that fight.
Yeah, and Ice was so close. I mean, this guy was 80 gold away from a buyback. Potentially one they might have needed, right, if they had any hope of winning that team fight.
Well, moving up towards the high ground. They don't have wards, but you can see Weehaw's willing to go up there without any creeps even. Liquid smelling fierce, sort of seizing this moment as they move up towards the high ground.
They're not stopping.
They're going.
They want that full tier 3. DJ's going to put a little bit of a question mark on this, I would think. Are they really going to go for the racks?
This is crazy. I mean, they don't have the Kunkka for 20 more seconds, but they do have that double Black Hole, and you can see that Lesh is actually TPing up top already.
They're dancing back and forth a little bit here, but yes, indeed, they will commit, and a full lane will go to Liquid.
Well, heads up play from them, recognizing that there was just that chance to take the fight. And you can see here, it was set up like they wanted to go for that DJ Black Hole, but Mind Control found him.
It is such a risky play, too. To try and take the Timbersaws down, but I can understand, like, they're trying to get them all clumped up. They think they see their moment. There's no sight, and this is right there as DJ just instantly, right there, pinged, boom, got him, guys, get in there. Yeah, see you later, Enigma.
It's so tough. And obviously punished heavily. Liquid, a team that you can't afford to make mistakes against.
Back in the live game, they almost found him again. But no worries there, Miracle, yeah.
They're feeling themselves. DJ getting caught out there.
Pretty much the expected reaction of just like, not find my right moment there, guys. Next one.
Another smoke up. They know that they have all of their abilities yet again. Miracle caught a big jump. This could be their moment as well. They follow through already there. The big Earth Splitter comes through as well. She's super low. They need to find another. Can they get another? Kuro caught again. X Torrent. The combination comes out. And this is all without Black Hole.
That ward into the ancient camp. Well done to spot for the Torrent. Typically in place you expect there to be a sentry, but there was nothing covering it, so they didn't see it from Liquid. Dubu makes the play, and well, we're there. I mean, this is just like when Ice died. Fnatic look a little stunned. They're kind of running around in circles like, okay, what do we do? Where do we push? Where are we going here, guys?
Roche respawning again in 2 seconds. I mean, they're going to see it, and they're going to go for it. There's no gyrocopter for 35 seconds. Ice runs into Mind Control, going to try and get a little bit testy with them here. See what he can possibly do, but back and forth the pendulum swings.
I think he's going to lose out on both those bounty runes.
Yeah.
Well, they know the Roche is up. I believe Dubu was in there like seconds before it spawned.
But yeah, that ward you're talking about.
Dubu just kind of chilling the tree line and playing that one down to set things up nice and easy for the team.
It's just so much damage so quickly. That's part of the reason why these BKBs are so valuable, but also they're not immortality. You need to be able to not be stunned to make it work at the beginning.
So they've now brought the top lane and the mid lane right to the sides of this plateau. They put some wards up that they know are going to get dewarded, right? You got an Observer and a Sentry up on the pillar here for Fnatic, but they're trying to find some good fight here. Miracle just runs in.
Abed's there, DJ ready to jump as well if they want to. Need to be careful though because ISIS is not with them. He's TPing over right now because they already go in. Jabs in super deep up against Mind Control. He needs to be careful when his BKB wears off, but it looks like Liquid just want to back out. Kuro caught and going to be killed.
Great play there from Jabs. Man, Jabs has just been playing solo in these team fights, and it is working.
Yeah,
he's really abusing his BKB. He's kind of reading, like, if Miracle's on the other side, I'm just going to try and go mess with the back line. And not the typical, like, position one stuff you expect, because that's not really what this Leshrac is doing for them. He's fourth on the net worth right now. Yeah. You know, you got to give some special permissions over to DJ.
It definitely feels like DJ is the real carry in this game. And needs to be the one to hit those big black holes. And even just the threat of it right there, you can see that Liquid not willing to clump up together to try and take the fight. Always just giving up one kill instead of forcing a really bad engagement.
Well, they'll continue to keep these lanes in good stature for themselves here. Miracle forced to drop the call down. Try and send them back. We are very aggressively split pushing on the side lanes, but you know, we talked a lot about BKB piercing and everything for the side of Liquid, but Fnatic, they would require the black hole to really deal with this if he wants a BKB TP, or perhaps the split earth, I suppose, as well. Sorry, not split earth, the earth splitter.
You know, as soon as I saw those, I know, mess those up at some point.
Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. You know, split earth, if that was BKB piercing, now that would be good.
That's the buff he needs, right? Leshrac needs more buffs.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be so balanced.
Uh-oh. Mind Control again moves forward. The big watermelon, daring somebody to go at him. Miracle coming in afterwards. Playing intercept. Ice, ice, ice. Also up front and center. Now facing off against the gyrocopter. Everybody waiting for their moment. A Hex is out as well. Does Mind Control decide to jump? Jabs just runs at him.
They are not
after lift up.
They're so split.
They need to be careful though, because there's only 1 or 2 ways down from this high ground. And Miracle now, the back line's dropping down very low. Pops the BKB. Good way to force it out. We are able to find the Reaper sight to turn this one back around. It's on to nothing. He didn't hit anything. They've got the refresher, but does he have the mana to go back in? He does with their regen rune as well.
He's got a cane.
Look at this. They're running in all over them. The shackles are there as well. DJ wanting to find a black hole, but look at Liquid. They're beautifully split up in DJ. It's just going to fall apart. The Ravage comes down afterwards. Liquid running through Fnatic.
Weehaw spaced himself away there too, and DJ felt the pressure to go on to him. There wasn't a sight, but he turned for it anyway, and Liquid, that whole team fight, Liquid are so far apart. They sent Miracle up there. The only reason he was forced to BKB is because of that Spirit Vessel. Yeah. Right? He's trying to like stay alive, keep the damage going, but absolutely masterfully done there from Liquid, and that's why they're one of the best teams, because they look at their opponents and they say, how do we lose this fight? What are these guys trying to do? And you know they're fishing for that black hole, so you just don't give it to them.
Hide away, stay to the side. Doesn't matter if the fight looks weird. You have the sustain on this Liquid team.
I mean, there were moments where they start coming together a little bit, and you can see someone's making this call like, split, split, and they're just running in like random directions in the team fight. That doesn't look like the optimal play, but they understand it's the only way for Fnatic.
And you look at these guys, Liquid, cool as a cucumber, just gonna run forward brazenly and say, deal with me, Fnatic. Because right now, they don't have the answers. Kunkka's still dead for 17 seconds at Timbersaw. He's out of action for a minute. So the tier 3 tower gone, now looking for the set of racks, and DJ saying one last ride. Let's see if we can go in there and deal with it.
Oh, Liquid's here, the tide has come in.
25 seconds until Black Hole is up. They have the sleep gyrocopter, not stopped and hitting the towers because of the Aghanim Scepter.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the building's going, tier 4 towers, they forced the glyph. Fnatic.
Knock, hello.
They need to have an answer, still a couple of seconds.
Home?
10 seconds until Black Hole, they need to hold on. The stomp comes out another round. They're losing everything right now, DJ. Hiding back away again, seeing if he can find a good angle, but it needs to be Liquid and give it to him, and it's not looking like it's gonna happen. Miracle making particle effects fly all over the freaking world as he's gonna get caught out there. Black Hole on it too. Is it actually enough? Is it no? They interrupted, but they were able to take down the Aegis at the very least. It doesn't look like it's quite gonna be there. The stomp comes out, it wasn't able to time it perfectly. Abed trying desperately to hold on to these racks. They're dropping meteors down from the sky. EJ, can he find his moment? They need to hold on. He just scored the black goal, but he didn't get Miracle. Miracle trying to close out this game. Can they take him down in time? No. The ancient ball. And with that, Team Liquid are moving on. Fnatic out of TI9.
Yeah, they really tried everything they could in those team fights. Couldn't have asked for much more in some of those final moments there, but it just wasn't enough. Team Liquid, they held on through that storm that was coming from the side of Fnatic, and they washed away what was left of the Dire team.
Well, you can see Team Liquid able to take the victory there. Impressive showing from them, indeed. And a little bit of love from the crowd there.
They don't get that worked up, I feel like, until they actually win the whole thing at tournaments. They are pretty chill, right? Yeah. Be like water, my friend, that sort of deal. I think this one means a lot. Of course, it's the best of one. It's always me extremely hype and stuff, but you know, these guys, they don't want to be. They don't feel like a first round lower bracket team.
Yeah. Well, definitely. And unfortunately,